Hello from Danang, Vietnam. Now, if you're not familiar with where Danang is located, it's right kind of in the central coastline of Vietnam.
Yeah, now we're going to bring you our top locations on what to do while you're here. There's a lot to do.
Today we are at Marble Mountain. It's on the southern side of Danang and it is about 4 kilometers outside of the city center. It is a cluster of 5 different limestone mountains. Okay, so when you're coming up here, you have a couple choices. You can do the stairs, which if you can see, they're incredibly steep. They're not really, great stairs. So if you have any mobility issues, you may want to go ahead and do the other option, which the other option is an elevator. Now you will pay to go up on the elevator, but it wasn't a whole lot of money. It was maybe, 60 cents or something like that.
Now when you get here, before you get to the stairs or the elevator, there's a lot of restaurants, souvenir shops, and there will be people guiding you which direction to go. And they're quite aggressive. They want you to come back and buy from their shop. So just be aware of that. So each mountain represents 5 elements: water, fire, metal, wood, and earth are those 5 elements. And some of these mountains have caves throughout them, so we're going to go explore these caves.
So one nice thing in here, if it's a hot day, it just dropped by like 15 degrees. If you are going into any of the caves and it kind of looks really sketchy, a lot of them aren't necessarily worth risking going up in there and falling or slipping or something like that. When you get inside, it is just another small cave. So kind of use your own judgment on that one.
When you get here, you will not be the only ones here. There's a lot of people here, a lot of tour guides. Try and get out in front and around those tour guides so they kind of jam things up. But just remember that you're not the only ones here, so get here early. Get here probably when they open is what I would suggest.
So I would say that the elevator is probably a really great choice. Yeah, because it is really it's steep and it is not even steps, and they would be very slippery if it's raining. So kind of keep that in mind. It's not expensive.
Now there are signs posted everywhere on what you can bring in, what you can't bring in, and what you can and can't do. And one thing you cannot do is you cannot sing
And dance.
and you can't dance.
I was so disappointed. So.
She wanted to hear me sing. I can't.
He was gonna serenade me.
I can't sing, sorry.
One of the main things that Da Nang is known for, and probably one of the biggest draws why we came here, is the beach. Now the beach here runs approximately 10 kilometers long. So if you like to walk on a nice white sand beach, watching the waves and like checking out the scenery, this is the place to come.
This is the place. You can even have surf lessons, which Carrie is highly considering doing.
Not probably gonna
here
do that.
probably in this video today, I'm sure.
But another thing that we always do when we find a location is we want to know where to go to get a beer. And we found a really great place here with a really, you can't beat the view. And the beer isn't a bad price. So we're gonna go in and grab a beer because I'm thirsty.
It's too thirsty, so let's do this. I was gonna get a sandwich, but I got a stew. That's delicious.
Okay, so when you're in Vietnam, one of the things you have to have is a banh mi. And we've had many of them, but this one looks fantastic.
Okay, now one of the things we are not going to do while we are here in Da Nang, probably one of the more popular things to do, is go up to Banana Hills. And we're not going to do it because, believe it or not, this is the only day so far in the last 3 weeks that the sun's been out. It's been cloudy and rainy about every day.
Yeah.
It's going to cost us each about $60 US to go up there round trip, eat, and make a day out of it.
Right.
And the most popular part is the view. And if we're not going to get a view, we're going to save that money. It's not worth it.
Now the next thing we want to show you and where we are now is Lady Buddha. Now Lady Buddha you can see pretty much from any place that you're in Da Nang. And it is actually situated a little bit out of town. The other thing that this area is kind of known for is the monkeys. And now I have been wanting to see a monkey since we've gotten here. And I just saw...
Besides myself.
I saw 3 on the way up in the grab, just on the side of the road. So kind of hoping that I see some up here as well.
All right, she's a lot bigger in person than she is from across the bay. She's 67 meters high, 30 meters wide. Now, that's impressive, very impressive. She looks out over the sea and she's holding spiritual water to bless the fishermen, is what I think I'm reading online.
I haven't read that.
Well,
so
whatever I read online
go with what he says.
tends to be true. So that's it. But it's impressive.
It
very
is
much
impressive, and as of right now, we haven't had to pay anything to be walking through the complex. And one of the things that I would note is it's a really wide open, big space up here. And so even though there are a lot of tourist buses here, just like at the last place we were at, you don't feel crowded.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. So great view, great place to come up and spend an hour just wandering around. It's beautiful.
We haven't seen any monkeys yet. We're still working on the monkeys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Yeah, so will I, honestly.
Okay, so we found our monkeys, which is actually, they're very cute. And I know that one of the things that you do have to note is they still are a wild animal. So keep your distance, and they are very much known as little pickpocketers. So you want to keep your bag close to you. Some guy just actually got, somebody came up and told him to grab his bag because he kind of just left it laying there. The monkeys were right around. So hold your stuff close. So this is a must visit if you are here. You do pay a little bit to get up here with a grab, but round trip for coming up, I think it's gonna be about $16 US. So,
but once you're up here, it's free.
It's free, and honestly, like if you love gardening at all, or the bonsai trees, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, the grounds are amazing. There's a lot of it here. We've been walking around for maybe about 2 hours, seen some monkeys.
We saw some monkeys, check that off my list.
But we are done monkeying around for now, and we are gonna go off to our next destination.
When we were trying to figure out where we wanted to stay in Danang, we did a lot of research as usual. And we are absolutely loving the location that we are in. It is near so many restaurants.
We picked right.
Yes, we did. We are about maybe a 5-minute walk down to an absolutely gorgeous beach. The staff here has been incredibly kind and welcoming and just so accommodating.
Yeah, very friendly.
Yeah, so we really highly recommend this place. We will give you all the information about the cost and all the breakdown of what's included here when we do our cost of living video, which is going to be coming out in a few
That's going
days.
to be a good video.
Tonight we are up here by the Dragon Bridge, and they have a really cool night market that we want to check out and show you around. Maybe grab some street food.
And we might even get chili, so I might have to buy a North Face jacket or something that would normally be really expensive.
We'll see what they have.
See what they got.
And then later, around 9 o'clock, the Dragon will blow smoke and water. So we'll see. We'll see that show. One thing that I would say that is very different here is the seafood scene. So if you want seafood, there is no lack of that. And it's kind of cool because what they do is they set up all these different plates, and then you buy the whole plate and they cook that for you with a variety of whatever you want in there. So yeah, if you have a seafood allergy, may not be the place for you, but otherwise, it looks pretty good. originally came down here, online it will tell you it opens at 5 o'clock. It actually opens at 7. When we got here at 5 o'clock, they were just kind of starting to set up, and we were thinking it's not going to be very big of a night market. And we came back at 7:30, and it is a huge market.
It's just 2 hours,
Yeah.
they got a lot done.
They get a lot done. They get it set up fast.
There's a lot here, there's a lot to see. We're gonna get some food. We're not sure what kind yet. Get peach. Not sure what it is, but it looks good.
What we decided on getting was some ice cream. One thing that we would say, which is a little different for us, is that they're very aggressive here. We just haven't experienced that before. It kind of took a little bit of the fun out of it because you want to go through and you want to look at the food.
You can't even really look because
Yeah.
as soon as you stop to look at what they've offered, they're on you.
Yeah,
With
actually
the
they're
menu.
on you before you stop.
Yeah, they pull
Yeah.
you in. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. It did take a little bit of fun out of it. So we settled on ice cream.
Yeah.
Carrie still got some left. I ate all mine.
Yeah, I got the coconut. It was kind of fun. They make it in front of you, so that's kind of fun.
They also have cans of beer that I think you can walk around with. So that might lighten the mood a little bit.
Maybe. We have a little while before the show, so we have some time that we still have to kill. So I'm sure there'll be a beer
There's
involved
going to be
in
some
that.
beers involved there, yes.
So we are loving Da Nang. It is definitely checking a lot of boxes for us, and I would say that if you're in Vietnam, it is a place that I would have on my list to come to.
You've got to come to Da Nang. You know, the beach is something that we're high on. We love the beach. This is a beautiful waterfront that we're on right now, the river walk with the Dragon Bridge and everything that's involved. This is a beautiful city. We highly recommend coming and spending some time in Da Nang.
Cheers.
Cheers.